Hey everybody, Jason here. Happy Monday. Another very red day, down 8%. So, my theory about there being a limit of $1,000 as to where Elon CPA or whatever selling his share at. We definitely dipped down well past. I mean, not hugely, $20 or so down past 1,000. So we broke that level. That will likely be a new resistance point going forward. So I don't expect to see anything positive up until probably about 2 weeks or so. So after doing the calculations, we went over it on the live stream, and I double checked all the calculations, actually grabbed all the SEC reports, did the math on them, just because I thought maybe there was, a few people who did the actual math and then potentially like everybody else just copied it. But I did my own. I came up with like a 36 point something percent. So basically a third done with selling the shares. So if everything kind of stays the same, where we had 1 week, a third is gone, we may have the next 2 weeks to go. I know there's a lockup period where shares cannot be traded prior to earnings. I'm not sure how many weeks that was. Didn't get a chance to look into that. Saw a little bit different information on that. So on my big account, what I did, since $1,000 is clearly not the resistance anymore. Anything really above 900 except for one, I rolled out. So December 31st is what I was looking at. So that'll give us basically 2 more weeks of whatever this is happening. Once the selling is done, I thoroughly expect a very good upside, and I expect it so much that I'm putting all my money where my mouth is here. But any of these price points over the next 2 weeks have got to be great places to open up, put credit spreads, dated a little bit out. Calls or leaps if you're looking into those, and if you can't afford a leap, which most people can't because they're super expensive, a debit spread somewhere pretty far out. Like, so for example, this is one of them that I have here. I opened that up a while ago when Tesla was down in the 600s, but a lot of time on that, so fairly confident that'll go in the money. But as you can see, we've moved a ton of stuff just out to that date, like January. Now we have 64 of these guys expiring at 1,000. We have 1100s. We have 1080s. We have all sorts of things. Definitely potential of, like, if it does go down to the 700-800s or something crazy like that, we do have some potential losses there, but we'll continue to roll those out even further, even if it takes a little bit of cash to do so. But these next few weeks, so basically the rest of November, I thought I have one 940, or one set of them at 940, but the rest are below 900 or below. So we have 880s, 900s, 850s, 900s, all these. I'm going to go ahead and keep my, let's see. Oh, I'm going to keep my calendar spread here. I was just looking at options strat. So if we get a bounce back up, it looks like, unless we go down a little bit further, by the 10th, this should be profitable. And then we still have things like in December expiring down in the 800s and things. So we'll just be keeping a close eye on all this stuff and rolling out as necessary. Of course, our account taking a big hit value-wise, which is fine. I also picked up some more shares of Tesla, and I'll continue to do that over the next couple weeks. I just grabbed one in this account, and then my other account, I sold off some positions to purchase more Tesla. My thought is this is a complete sale on the stock. It's artificially low with Elon selling. And one of the funniest things, I don't know if you guys kept up on all the tweets going on this weekend with the Bernie Sanders Elon thing. The one thing that really is kind of ironic about that whole situation is Bernie Sanders basically said, you know, we need the wealthy to pay their fair share. Elon, the way he's selling his shares, he's selling ones with lower cost basis. So basically, his tax burden is even more than it would have been if he wanted to strategically sell at a lower tax rate. So he's doing that. And the scary comment was, if Bernie, if you want me to sell more shares, just let me know. So that could not be good. I hope Bernie shuts his face. But anyways, the ironic thing about that whole situation is Bernie's, you know, he's like this socialist guy, and basically saying it should go, you know, money should go from all these people who have a lot of money. You know, we don't have a lot of money compared to Elon, but since we're trading, we do have some money. And when Tesla dips down, if he sold more shares, you know, everybody's looking at this as like a great deal. And if it dips down into the whatever 900s, 800s, 700s, it's the people with extra money, with the thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, who are going to see that as a buying opportunity. And then within the next year, they're going to be up double, or, you know, maybe 2 years, they're going to double their money. So it's just this huge wealth transfer, which is absolutely insane. Looks like we might be moving a little bit more to the downside here, but I do want to jump into the, we're coming back up here a little bit, but I wanted to jump into the small accounts. We are probably going to need to spend the rest of our equity in the very, very small account to be able to move some things. But we'll take a look at that. I want to get things moved out to the 31st. So let's jump in there real quick. So the first one is going to be our $600 account, where we basically just have one position open that is underwater. We did roll it out once. We are going to roll it to the 31st just to give it the maximum time to bounce after all this crazy selling is done. So we will select these guys too. Select both those guys. Hit quick roll. I want to go out to December 31st. It looks like we can actually grab a bit of a credit here. So let's see if we can get filled at $15 here. We're only going to be grabbing 12 cents. But let's just view this. And here's the one we're working on. I'm going to grab a screenshot just for the posting this in the Discord even before it's filled. And we may have to take a little bit less here, but Tesla, when I was just looking at it, let's see. Yeah, it's kind of on its way back up a little bit, so which might help us there a little bit. But also, since I just need to get this filled and move on with my day, I'm going to replace and just ask for $10 here, which isn't very much. However, this gives us the time that I think we need. And of course, this is all based on Elon being done selling in a couple weeks. So let's see where we're at. Now they want a small debit. So I'm gonna let this one go. Now we'll ask for a little. We'll ask for $5. It doesn't really matter what we do here. We're just basically giving ourselves time to make sure we can preserve our capital. Yes. And that may bounce around a little bit. And worst case scenario is we might need to pay $5 or something like that in order to get it. Wow. $2 debit. Is Tesla moving that much? I guess we should look at our watch list. Yep, it did just move that much. but a $2 debit does not make any sense to me at all. Because that is pretty ridiculous. $1.77 debit. All right. Oh, and we just had one of these guys. Let me look at this. All right. Bummer thing is, we're going to have to probably pay a debit to get this thing moved out. So we'll head back over here. Look at our working one. Replace this. Unlock it. It wants a $1 debit, which is basically what we received initially. But I'm willing to, let me double check this. We do have another $100 available. All right. There, paid $1 to roll it out. Should probably be able to get filled a little bit better than that if you guys take your time. So we will, get that guy done, and we'll jump into the other one. All right, and here is our IRA. This one we don't have extra money in, I don't think, because we used it all up when we opened up this 860, 855. So this one we might have to roll out a little bit further, but we'll take a look here. So we're probably going to go out till January, and I'm going to come down here to these little number guys, and we're going to change these to a 2. Always get a little confused on how to do these. There we go. Oh, 2. 2 and 2. And now that we're out at January, now we can do a 2-for-1 since it's the same collateral. And in order to get a credit, we might actually have to go up a little bit. If you guys are at all uncomfortable with any of this stuff, you can definitely just close out the positions and take a loss. So there we're at a $25 credit. There we're at some credit there. See what we can grab. Let that work. Check to see what Tesla's doing. Tesla's coming down. If we did this a little bit earlier or when it was around 1,000, we'd definitely be a little bit better. And let's not be greedy. Let's just take our $10 credit and be done with it. There we go. Got that guy filled, and grab this guy to post. Feel like on the first one we could have done much better than that, but is what it is. All right, there we go. Nothing is going to feel super awesome today, just just because, hey, it's another red day, but this is part of the pain that we go through to be inevitably profitable. At least that is the hope, the theory, and everything else. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll do my best to answer it, even though it's become kind of overwhelming. If you guys really need stuff, live streams are definitely the best. I do them every single Saturday, around 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, somewhere in there. I get started, but post it beforehand. Anyhow, love you guys. And let's, maybe we won't try to make a lot of money. We'll just survive the next couple weeks.